Lost in Space, an adventure with Rocky Starr! With the streak still far behind them, Ilma, Paul, and Ivan have reached Saturn. They find the planet to be unbelievably huge, and the famous rings composed of countless fragments of rock stretching for thousands of miles. And there are satellite planets amongst them. But navigation through the litter of cosmic wreckage looks impossible, and they decide to turn aside. Suddenly, Ivan starts acting strangely. Seizing the controls and muttering complicated calculations under his breath, he heads the Taurus straight into the danger zone. It seems certain they will collide with one of the many obstacles and be destroyed. But miraculously, they avoid every one. Then, as Ivan fires the deceleration rockets, Ilma gives a shout.
Paul, look ahead of us. There is a red planetoid, like Ivan said, and we're going down to land on it.
Ivan seems almost in a trance. Look at him.
Less speed, deceleration rockets in 20 seconds.
Look, someone's sending him the information.
But who? And how?
He's going to fire the rockets again.
He looks like making a perfect landing.
But how did he know this place was here? Oh, it's frightening, Paul. I don't want to land at all.
We're here now, so we'll have to.
But the temperature's hundreds of degrees below zero. Oh, we'll never live.
I know. But Ilma, look. Look at the temperature dials. They're registering 10 above zero outside now.
10 above? But all the rest's so terribly cold. How can it be warmer here?
I don't know. But that's what the dials say.
Too much speed, rapid deceleration. Rocket blasts every 5 seconds. Take care. Yes, take care. Rapid deceleration.
Better lie back in the seats, Paul. I think Ivan's warning us.
Right, strap yourself in. Look out, here it comes.
The Earthship sinks slowly against the tremendous thrusts of the landing jets, gently, gently down, and comes to rest in this alien world. Paul and Ilma sit sprawled back, dazed by the tremendous pressure they have experienced. Ivan sits as if in a trance. As the others stir, he looks dazedly around.
Paul?
I'm okay. And you?
Oh, yes. Everything's so quiet.
Yeah. A perfect landing.
We have arrived. What happened? How did we get here?
You mean you don't know?
You brought us here, Ivan. You landed the ship.
A good landing, too.
I do not understand. I seem to dream about going to a planetoid in the ring of Saturn.
Well, that's where we are.
You knew how to get here, Ivan. How did you know?
It all just seemed to come into my head. I knew the planetoid. I knew the bearings, the calculations. But how did I know?
I think there's some kind of, influence. A hypnotism or telepathy or something. It was controlling you, Ivan. It wanted us to land here and landed the ship through you.
It's the first time anything like that has ever happened to me.
How do you feel now?
Oh, fine. I am as always.
Oh, well, let's have a look at this place and see what it's like.
Paul, Ivan, the temperature gauges.
Have they changed again?
They're showing an outside temperature of 68 degrees.
68? Well, that's a bit of a change from hundreds below.
But how could the temperature rise so much?
I don't know, Ivan. But after the way we got here, I'm prepared to believe anything.
It's a very strange place. From up there, it looked red. But look, the soil's a sort of blue color.
Yes, and there is very little vegetation.
Spiky-looking stuff, isn't it?
Looks a barren sort of place. Look!
What?
Over there. A horrible sort of thing coming towards us.
I can't. Oh, heck, look at it, Ivan. Some sort of a creature bowling around and around like a wheel.
Is it a creature?
Well, it seems to have a round body and 3 legs spaced around it like a letter Y.
It is like a wheel. It just spins from one leg to the next. Round and round.
It has come to look at us, all right. It is stopping.
Hey, see that? It's bouncing on one leg. Looks like it could use the other 2 as a pair of arms.
Oh, that horrible eye in the middle divided into 3.
I suppose it is an eye.
There is little else it could be.
There are more of them coming.
6 of them. Looks like they're joining the first one.
Yes, they are all standing on one leg.
And using the other 2 as arms, like I said.
They're beckoning. Look, they're beckoning to us. They know we're watching.
Oh, well, we don't have to go out. There's no need.
Isn't there, Paul?
What do you mean?
Do you feel anything?
Yes, I do. It's a feeling I should go out. A sort of compulsion.
That's funny. I feel the same way.
I too. You know what I think?
They brought us here. They controlled you, Ivan, by telepathy or something and showed you the way.
Yeah. And now they're willing us to leave the ship. It's getting stronger and stronger.
I don't want to go, and yet I feel I must.
Oh, it's horrible. We mustn't go out there.
But what can we do about it, Ilma? You know we have to. We have to go.
Rocky, we have to find out what happened to the Taurus. We have to.
Yes, I know, Di. That's just how I feel. I can't see how they could possibly survive plunging into those rings, but I've got to make quite sure that they did survive.
How long before we arrive?
Well, I've just been trying to work it out. If my calculations are correct, it should take about another 36 hours. Hey, where's Mitch?
Having a sleep. He says he's worn out by all the special equipment he's been building.
I shouldn't wonder. You know, he did a terrific job. Hey, Di, you haven't located anything giving off the spectrum of the heavy plutonium yet?
No. I've sat in front of that spectroscope until I'm nearly cross-eyed. But, Rocky, so far there hasn't been a sign.
No, I didn't think so. Oh, well, let's not worry. There's plenty of time yet, really.
Oh, it's radar alarm!
Hey, there's something ahead of us. Quickly, Di, turn on the telescreen. There. It's funny. The alarm's definite enough.
I can't see anything through the screen.
Hey, Di! Di, come here quickly. Here, over here. Look, have a look at this.
Rocky, what is it?
On the screen there. Now, just a sort of a faint blur, do you notice? Or a mist.
Yes, I think I can see it.
Yeah. That's strange. What do you make of it?
Oh, Rocky, I don't know. I can't imagine what could be.
Ah,
Unless it's cosmic dust.
cosmic dust. Why, that's it. There must be a great cloud of it ahead of us.
Well, according to the screen, it's stretched right across.
Yeah, right across, eh? Well, that means we can't possibly get around it. There's only one thing for it, Di. We'll have to stop and stop quickly. If we run into that stuff, it'll fill us as full of holes as a colander.
I know.
Yeah, we'll lose every scrap of air we've got, you know.
Oh, Rocky, it's looking awfully close, isn't it?
Certainly is, Di. All right. Don't worry. Stand by for rapid deceleration.
Oh, but what about Mitch?
Don't worry about Mitch. He'll be all right on his bunk. All right, here goes. That's it. You all right, Di?
Yes, Rocky.
All right, then hang on. Here goes again. That'll be a little better. I say, Di, check the angle of sight meter, will you? What speed change does it give?
It's slowing.
Uh-huh.
15.
Yes.
10.
Yeah.
7.
Yes, go on.
4.
Mm-hmm.
Less than 1.
Less than 1. Good. Then we're stationary. Di, quickly. Check that screen now.
I will. Rocky, it still seems to be approaching.
Still approaching. Here, wait a moment. Let me see, Di. Hey. Hey, you're right. It is still approaching. It must be traveling across our path in a diagonal line towards us.
Now, what do we do?
Well, there's one thing we can do. Di, we'll have to go into reverse until the thing's clear of us. Boy, and we were so near Saturn, too. Oh, I only hope those kids aren't needing us.
Ilma, Paul, we cannot give way to this compulsion. We must try and hold on to our willpower.
But how?
We must go out there.
No. We must lie on the sand, Paul. Then we run down into the water. Water. Remember, it is cool on our bodies and we swim. You swallow water and it makes you cough. Remember?
Yeah. Swimming. That's something I'd forgotten.
I don't feel I have to go now. As long as we think of something those creatures don't know, they can't invade our minds.
Yeah, that's right. That's a great scheme of yours, Ivan.
Then should we take off, leave this place?
I can't remember the calculations. We'll have to find out what they are. As long as we can remember to keep strong thoughts, perhaps it'll be safe to explore a little.
But can we get out there? I mean, what kind of atmosphere is it?
I'll see what the analyzer shows. Methane and carbon dioxide.
Then we cannot leave without spacesuits. We must get them.
Wouldn't it be better to blast off again, Ivan? I'm afraid.
Yes, it would be better. But what hope have we of steering a course through all this stuff up there on our own?
No, he's right, Elmer.
All right, whatever you say. But we must be careful, please.
Well, let's get these spacesuits. I want to know why we were brought to this place. Come on.
Outside, the 7 strange creatures stand on their single legs, beckoning. But how will they treat the Earthlings, and what strange adventures lie ahead? There are exciting developments to come, so don't miss the next action-packed chapter of this Rocky Starr adventure, Lost in Space.